Legalize and decriminalise marijuana in Australia. Marijuana is a plant-based substance that is currently illegal for recreational use in most parts of Australia, with the Australian Capital Territory being the only legal territory allowing individuals to possess up to 50 grams plus 2 plants from January 2020. Today, there is a growing insistence to legalise this plant. For one, regulation of marijuana has the potential to better control and monitor its usage and safety, especially in limiting access to the youth. Secondly, many deem legalization of marijuana to be unreasonable, as 0 deaths are directly caused by marijuana, while thousands of deaths are attributed to alternative substances such as tobacco and alcohol. Finally, the wide-ranging medical benefits that marijuana provides require legalization, where its adoption will assist better treatment for illnesses such as PTSD and epilepsy. Such as the step towards legalization of marijuana is recognized not as a beneficial one, but a logical one. Legalization of marijuana use and sale would firstly ensure better monitoring and control over its distribution. As marijuana is largely illegal in Australia, it makes regulating the sale of marijuana extremely challenging. Legalization would alleviate this difficulty, thereby providing better control of its sales, effectively making it far more difficult for people such as underage teens to access this substance. Currently, Australian youth can readily purchase marijuana even compared to other regulated substances such as alcohol and tobacco. Similar patterns were identified in other countries, where Bill Blair, a Liberal MP of Canada, stated that in most urban centres across the country, it is far easier for underage youth to acquire marijuana than alcohol. The primary reason behind this imbalance is how liquor or cigarette stores would not risk losing their licence if caught selling tobacco or alcohol to a minor. Such as legalisation and licensing the sale of marijuana would increase the difficulty of youths to attain the drug. Additionally, legalising marijuana would help the government and associated companies to control the potency of the substance being sold. At the moment, drug dealers are able to tamper with the marijuana that they are selling. According to American addiction centers, dealers are sometimes able to lace the weed with other substances to make the marijuana heavier, making it more profitable for themselves and more dangerous for the consumer. Legalizing marijuana will thus allow greater control and awareness of the product being purchased, enhancing the level of safety among all consumers. In turn, legalization of marijuana not only presents additional protection of the youth against unwanted use, but also provides quality control to promote safer use. Though pot is illegal, there is an overwhelming amount of evidence indicating that tobacco and alcohol are far more dangerous than cannabis, yet both are still legal. A study showed that marijuana is 114 times less deadly than alcohol, yet alcohol is still legal. Cigarettes are responsible for more than 480,000 deaths per year, or 1 person every 6 seconds. What is even worse is that 41,000 of the 480,000 deaths are caused by secondhand smoke. This is an extremely clear indicator of how deadly tobacco smoking is and how unfair it is on people who are not even choosing to smoke. A study done by the National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism showed that 88,000 people die from alcohol-related cases every year. Tobacco is the leading cause of preventable death in the United States, and alcohol is the third. There has been 0 deaths caused by marijuana, and yet it is still made illegal. A large factor of this is due to the fact that it is almost impossible to overdose on marijuana, which makes it far safer. Marijuana contains 66 chemicals that naturally occur, which are known as cannabinoids. The main 2 cannabinoids are cannabidiol, or better known as CBD, and delta-9 tetrahydrocannabinol, or better known as THC. THC is the main psychoactive ingredient in the cannabis plant, which does have the ability to intoxicate. Although it still does have medical purposes, THC can increase a person's appetite, which can be highly useful for cancer patients who have been undertaking chemotherapy and subsequently have a loss of appetite. Cannabis also has the ability to reduce nausea, which can be highly beneficial for those who have gone through chemotherapy. Research shows that cannabis can be an extremely helpful substance for those who suffer from PTSD, and it is shown to prevent nightmares that people with PTSD suffer from on a regular basis. CBD has been shown to be an effective treatment for people who suffer from epilepsy. CBD is used as a treatment for many things such as anxiety, depression, schizophrenia, cancer, nausea, vomiting, eating disorders, pain, arthritis, inflammation, epilepsy, and seizures. Do you think that it is fair for people to live with conditions such as PTSD when there is treatment that can help them but it is made illegal? To conclude, cannabis is a substance that would become much safer if it was to be legalized and decriminalized, as it would make it much more difficult for children to access, as there would be laws in place to prevent them. And marijuana has also proven to be much safer than already legal substances such as tobacco and alcohol. In addition, marijuana has an extensive list of medical purposes, most notably treatment for PTSD, epilepsy, and cancer.